Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Mat Uwais Sulkarni bin Osman from University of Malaysia Terengganu. For this presentation, I would like to share my current findings on the title Synthesis and Conductivity Studies of Nickel to Complex of Thiosemicarbazone Ligand. This project was done by collaborator with Dr. Ibrahim from University Putra, Malaysia. There are several compounds containing metal atoms that showed electrical conductivity. Previous researchers by Morgan and his co-worker found that their compounds show electrical conductivity with 2.4428 electron volt due to higher crystallinity. Other compounds, which were found by Elias Gonul, reported that their compound showed higher conductivity with 6.43 times 10 power of negative 4 Siemens per centimeter. They believe that arrangement of the molecule with the presence of both metal and conjugation system would affect the conductivity. Thus, there are three factors should be considered to increase the conductivity. Firstly, crystalline of the compound. Second, presence of the metal atom, and finally the presence of conjugation system in the interest compound. To design and synthesize the molecule based on the previous factors, our current molecule can be synthesized effectively through shift-based reaction as shown in Figure 1. This kind of reaction can be reacted with thiosemicarbazide with carbonyl compound. The N and S atoms are chelating atoms, where it can bind with a metal atom. This is our current molecule. This molecule contains a triphenylamine group, which is a good donating group, whereas the fluorine atom exhibits a strong intermolecular charge, transferability, and higher electronegativity. Thus, a fluorine atom is expected to be a good withdrawing group. This arrangement followed the donor pi acceptor template, which is important for electron movement from donor to acceptor groups. Thus, it is expected to increase the conductivity. There are two steps involved in synthesizing the present compounds. Firstly, the synthesis of the LH compound was through the reaction between 2-fluorophenyl, thiosemicarbazide, and 4-diphenylaminobenzylaldehyde. Secondly, the previous LH ligand continued to react with nickel 2 acetate to obtain a metal complex containing nickel 2 atom center. In addition, the complex is expected to be contained of 2 mole of LH ligand attached to a 1 mole nickel atom center. Now, we move on to the result and discussion. The LH ligand exhibits yellow, while in the complex it changes into a green color. This gives a good preliminary observation result that these two compounds are different from each other. Next was the melting point result, where the melting point for nickel L2 was higher than respective LH ligand. This indicates that the presence of strong bonding between nickel and LH ligand. Thus, it was expected resistant with a higher temperature. Next, from CHN elemental result show that the theoretical values and experimental values are not much different. This indicated that both LH ligand and nickel L2 compounds are free from impurities. Next, from IR spectra band assignment show that thioamide band, which is stretching carbon's double bond S, was observed at 1331 and 824 per centimeter in the spectra of LH ligand, which completely disappeared upon coupleization. However, a new band was observed at 900 696 per centimeter, attributable to carbon single bond S vibration for the nickel Al2 complex. The appearance of new C single bond S vibration band in the nickel Al2 complex confirmed that the coordination was via the thiolate sulfur and the LH ligand. The stretching CH double bond N of LH at 1689 per centimeter shifted to the lower frequency, which is 1670 per centimeter in the complexes due to the coordination of the azometric nitrogen to the central nickel. Next is the X-ray crystal structure determination of LH ligand is shown in figure 1. This figure gives a strong evidence that the LH ligand was successfully synthesized. The present LH ligand structure exhibited two moiety denoted as a residue A and B in the asymmetric unit. It consists of three distinct moieties with the central carbon nitrogen 3s group is connected to both two fluorophenyl ring and the 4 diphenyl aminophenyl metal group and N1 and N3 atom respectively. The configuration for both N3, N2, N7A and S1A and N3B, N2B, C7B and S1B bond sequences are trans in each case. From figure 2, the crystal of ligand, both residue A and B are interconnected through hydrogen bond into a dimer. These dimers are further connected intermolecular hydrogen bond to form a zigzag-like networking. The present complex shows that the 4-diphenylamino benzaldehyde 4,2-fluorophenyl thiocarbazone ligand act as a bidentate fashion, and it is coordinated to nickel ion through both sulfur and nitrogen atom as shown in figure 3. Unlike the central CN3S group in a free ligand, the trans was converted to cis conformation after composition by rotation through the CN bond. The geometry around a nickel atom can be described as a slightly distorted square planar geometry. In the crystal structure, the nickel Al2 complex is linked by 4 intermolecular hydrogen bonds as compared to its LH ligand. In the crystal, the present nickel Al2 complex is linked into a inversion-related dimeric chain along the C-axis. The Cocoa plot obtained from CMC PCLH and CMC PC nickel Al2 film picture is shown in figure 5 and 6 respectively. The electrical conductivity of the CMC PCLH ligand film mixtures was found to be 3.73 times 10 of power negative 6 10 of power negative 9 Siemens per centimeter, whereas CMC PC nickel Al2 the complex was determined that slightly higher conductivity values with 9.81 times 10 of power negative 9 Siemens per centimeter at ambient temperature. This result can be explained by a slightly different arrangement of LH and nickel Al2 in their crystalline unit cell from X-ray analysis. In addition, both LH ligand and nickel Al2 complex appear to obtain intermolecular hydrogen bond to form zigzag chain. For conclusion, first, LH ligand and nickel Al2 was successfully synthesized and characterized. Second, the nickel Al2 complex exhibited distorted square planar geometry with the deprotonated thiol form ligand before coordination through the sulfur and nitrogen donor atom. Unfortunately, both LH ligand and nickel L2 complex show low electrical conductivity values due to semi-crystalline form in their thin film mixed with carboxymethyl or CMC and propylene carbonate or PT. These are my reference. Finally, I would like to thank the Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia for the financial support in the form of a grant scheme, FRGS. Finally, Faculty of Science and Marine Environment, Institute of Marine Biotechnology (IMB), University Malaysia Terengganu, and University Putra Malaysia for the technical support and research facilities.